Hey, my name's Joel, and in this video, I'm gonna be telling you about something I've been looking for a long time. Now, specifically, I've been looking for one that works well for a long time. There are a lot of these out there. This is an electric pressure washer in this bag. It runs on a battery, not a gas-powered engine, and for so many years, I've wanted one of these that actually worked. I've purchased several from big-name brands that fell short, but I have to say that I'm really excited about this one. I spent about 3 hours on my Saturday this weekend using this to clean up my deck. And I didn't get it all done because it's a big deck. So today I'm going to show you how it works on the rest of the deck. But I will say in that 3 hours of work, I was really impressed with this pressure washer. So let's get it out of the bag, go over everything it comes with, see how it stacks up to the gas-powered competition, and see if it's a good buy for you. All right, so to start off, it obviously comes in this carry bag, which is just made of see-through mesh. It's kind of nice because if things are wet, it has time to drain. There's a drawstring up top. We'll go ahead and get that out. This right here is the sprayer nozzle. So this is the main part of the pressure washer, and this is the nozzle. All you have to do is put these two together like this and twist. There we go. Twist, and they lock in together. I'll do that again. You just kind of press it in and twist about, a quarter turn to the right, and they are locked in there. This nozzle has a lot of different options here. You can kind of see them on camera if it focuses in. You can do a shower head, you can do a straight stream, you can do a 10-degree nozzle, you can do a 20-degree, or you can do a 40-degree, which is what I landed on for most of my work. It throws out a nice spray, but it's also still really powerful. So you get big coverage and it's powerful. This also has a quick release for the nozzle. So if you have a tip from another pressure washer, I guess it would fit on here as well. I've purchased several third-party tips. I've yet to try them on there because this one works so nicely. You simply stick this tip on there, pull the jacket down, and kind of seat it in the middle like that, and you're good to go. And this is the main body of the pressure washer. You'll notice, just like every other Litheli product, it's really well designed, really streamlined, got that black, white with a little touch of orange around the edge. This is your battery ejection button down here, and this is your battery door. And as with most Litheli products, you want to be careful when you hit that button, those batteries pop out like a toaster. So your battery is going to go right in here, and I like that it's protected. It's got this nice little trap door here. Let me grab the battery so we can stick it in there. And this is the battery that comes with it. It is a 4 amp hour, 20,000 milliamp hour, 20 volt battery. You only get one, and we'll talk about that in a little bit, about how you're probably going to need more of than one of these to really use it. But all you do is line up the holes to the corresponding posts inside, press in, gives a nice click, locked in there, won't go anywhere. Flip your door back, you are ready to go. Then you have your trigger right here. All you do is pull it. There's no safety or anything. You're just pulling your trigger. And on the back here, you have your button just for your speed. You can go high or low. Low is green, high is red. You press anywhere on this button, it's just gonna change it from high to low, back and forth. I did all my work this weekend in high because for me, when I'm using a pressure washer, there's really no reason to go low. Then on the base of the pressure washer, you'll see this quick release nozzle, and this connects to your hose that is going to go down to your water bucket and siphon your water. So unlike a traditional pressure washer that you would hook up to city water or your water spigot, this actually sucks water out of a bucket, and it's got a hose with a flotation device on the end and kind of a siphon that pulls it up through. It's a really cool system, and it allows you to go up on places like this, an elevated deck that you don't have easy access to a water spigot with, and still use your pressure washer. So let me grab the hose. And this is your hose. Right here is the quick connection side. This goes into your pressure washer, and this is the water siphoning side. This little foam ball kind of keeps it afloat, keeps it upright, so it can suck the water through this screen here. It's a really good system, and it works pretty well. This hose, I believe, is somewhere around 12 or 15 feet long. I didn't measure it exactly or look it up, but it's long enough to get far enough away from your bucket to do some serious work. And I almost forgot, there's something else that comes with the pressure washer that I haven't used yet, so we'll test it out today. This is like a foam cannon version of the pressure washer. So they gave you some soap here that goes in this hopper, and this connects directly to the pressure washer and allows you to squirt out foam to kind of wash off a car. Then you can switch nozzles, spray it down to rinse. Okay, let's hook this thing up and see how it works. All right, so I've already brought a 5-gallon bucket up to the deck with water all the way to the top. You want to fill it as high as you can go. I've got my pressure washer with my battery loaded in there already. We're fully charged. And I've got my siphon hose here. Now, one thing you're going to want to do is make sure you're using a tall bucket like this, 5-gallon bucket. That gives you the best chance of having enough water for longer periods of time. And I picked up one of these clamps at the home center for $1, so well worth it, that help this stay connected to the bucket. So I take the siphon end, submerge it in the water, and I take this clamp, see how it kind of wants to come out? I take this clamp and clamp it to the side of the bucket. Now, I want to make sure I'm not pinching the hose. I'm merely holding this hose in place. There's enough room right here for this hose to move, but it keeps it down in the water, doesn't allow it to come out or for me to pull it out. The highest it can go is as high as the little flotation ball. So this is $1 well spent at the home center. And then you simply take your quick connection here, pull the ring back, place it on your pressure washer, and you're good to go. You don't need to do anything else. Now, when you pull the trigger, it will take about 15 to 20 seconds for water to start coming out. So let me go ahead and show you how that works. There we go. We've got some water now, and the pressure will equalize once this hose fills completely with water. All right, now we're good to go. So let's go ahead and hit the stopwatch so we can see just how long this battery will last and how much ground we can cover in that time. Are you ready? You can see the difference in the deck. We've got a really dirty section and then that clean section in the middle. It is just enough to really make this deck much cleaner. And there's something you have to watch. If this pulls too high, it can lose its connection to the bucket of water. So even though we're only about halfway down, it did pull up, and you just have to watch this and do some adjustments as you go. So you always have your floater submerged in the water. I should also mention that it's really easy to operate one-handed, which is not the case for most pressure washers. And another thing you'll notice is that as you run it, this portion here where the vent is will get hot. So if you stick your finger up in here, it's gonna get hotter, but this does heat up as you continue to use it, as you would expect, but just don't cover up these little vents on each side and it won't overheat on you. Let's keep going. All right, and we did run out of water in our bucket, so we need to go ahead and fill up. But it looks like we ran for about 9 minutes without being interrupted on one 5-gallon bucket of water. All right, we've got more water, but I'm sure you can tell it's getting really dark here, about to rain, but I want to keep going on this time test to see how far this goes, and then we'll recap once we get inside. I'm restarting my stopwatch now. All right, we're not done, but we gotta go in for now. To be continued. Whoa, well, I guess that's gonna mean we're picking this up later, more than just a passing storm. So come back, to be continued on the deck. All right, well, that got really dicey for a few minutes. Glad we got all the equipment in, and I just wanted to go through my unfiltered thoughts while I still had them on the top of my mind. I'm going to do some extra shooting tomorrow to give you a better look at the pressure washing results, but I can tell you from the 3.5 hours I've spent out here on the deck, some on Saturday, some today, I was really pleased with how the Litheli pressure washer performed. The only thing that I think could be improved is this mechanism for the bucket here. I was really pleased with how my clip method worked here, just kind of clipping it onto the bucket to hold it down, but it didn't want to reach the bottom of the bucket, and when I tried to push it down, it simply floated to the top like this. You can see that is a problem. If they had some sort of suction cup here on the bottom of this, that might help, but it really does want to just hang around the top when the bucket gets low, which can be problematic even when we have it clipped here, but overall, I was really happy with how that performed. I only had to adjust it once while I was shooting, but it's not common to have to go mess with this. It's just the caveat to this method of gathering water. Now, honestly, I was skeptical that that would work at all, and it really did work well. It's the best electric pressure washer that I've ever used, and I think I'm going to use the pressure washer a lot more now because I don't have to dig out my big giant gas washer and fill it and do all those things. I just pull that out, put it into a bucket of water, and I can go. So I was really impressed with that. This is easy to take with me, really easy to move around, and as you see, it does a really good job. I mean, it is darn near indistinguishable for medium duty, light duty jobs. The super heavy duty stuff, it's not going to be your preferred tool. You're going to want something a little more powerful. I think I read it has 609 PSI, and the battery life is really pretty good. It ran for almost 20 minutes on high the entire time, and if you have several of those U20 batteries, which I'm a big fan of, then you can just swap them out. I used it for almost 3 hours the other day because I have 4 of those batteries, and I kept swapping them out, moving one to the charger, one back in the device. So if you have multiple batteries, you can do a lot of work with this thing in one sitting. Just keep filling your bucket, just keep moving along. The hose is long enough. I was really happy with the way all of that worked, and considering I would give it an A or an A- for usability and just overall user experience. Super easy, anybody could do it, and it's not so much pressure that it's going to mess up my composite deck. You could do, I've done the deck furniture, I've done the deck stairs, I've done cars with it. That's my honest opinion about the Litheli powered pressure sprayer. It's electric. I'll put a link in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. I really was impressed, and as always, my name is Joel. This is Boxium Reviews, and I'll see you in the next video.